You know.
Welcome to the Red Cup tonight, man. We're a little late tonight, man. We've been sitting there kicking, talking about basketball. You know what I'm saying? My main man, got my man Trey Kelley in the building tonight, man. We're going to talk about some good shit, man. You got Trouble and Trey Kelley, one-on-one basketball, man. And, of course, Ricky G, man, Charlie Moe, called in sick tonight. Bryce, they called in sick, man. They're not getting paid next week, man. They're not getting paid, man. Now, my homies, man, they good, man. You know, I know they here with us. Start over with Trey, man. Just seeing the game over there, the Chavez and Coolest game. It was nice, man, to see yourself, Greg Jones, Tutu, all the guys watching the youngest, man. I just appreciate that support that, you know, guys giving these youngest. It reminded me back in the day, would come to see you play, myself, you know what I'm saying, Delonte, Taylor, all them come to see us play back in the day as older guys in the stands. And I just saw you in the stands, you was very intense with the game. And I know it brought back memories back in the day. It's nothing like high school basketball.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I get a question asked all the time, like if you would go back to your career, what basketball you want to play? High school to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Real good bump, good competition, the crowd, the atmosphere and all that, playing in front of your homies and everything. Just from that game right there, from you being around the country, your NBA experience, college experience and everything, you know, you just sitting watching that game, man. What was you thinking about just your memories and stuff, man?
I was thinking about my time, you know, coming through the ranks, coming up the ranks, trying to, you know, be the best I could be as a high school player. Even thinking back to junior high school when I was just trying to get to the next level. You know, going to Dunbar and, you know, being able to, you know, play against all the schools that you would hear about coming up, you know, Cardos, the Coolidges, Wilsons, and H.D. Wilsons, all the big games. And to be in a game of that atmosphere and to come back, because I actually haven't seen a high school game since I went pro. You know, that was 12 years ago. So, you know, I've you know, not been able to come back and catch a few games. So it's been a good time for me to come back and to see a couple of games. I think I seen Coolidge and Dunbar play.
Mm-hmm.
I seen the Chavez and Coolidge game. I seen Wilson and Coolidge. I seen St. John's and Gonzaga. That was a huge game up at American University the other night. Who else did I see? I saw tonight St. John's and Sitwell Friends. That was a pretty good game.
That was an upset, right?
Yeah, it was an upset. And just to be able to come back and see some of these kids, you know, play and live out their dreams, man, it's a special time.
Right, and you said it the same like we talked before the show. I always tell people the best conversations, man, before the show, we just sit down and talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just to share, like, memories, is just even the basketball experiences, like
right.
playing against certain people, certain environments, naming certain names back in the day and all that. And like, before the show, like, man, you was talking, we came with a name that I didn't even know that you all knew each other. My point guard in high school, Lord Dirk.
Yeah, Derek Harris.
You know what I'm saying? I was telling you, like, that was my guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my on and off the court guy, you know what I'm saying? When Dirk was playing, we was clicking, you know what I'm saying? And that situation was just so crazy because he got our team going. Everybody thought it was just me just scoring points.
Right.
But you gotta have that general, like we talked about Melvin Middleton getting that 31-0 bar going. You spoke highly of Earl of Dunbar, you know what I'm saying?
Same way.
And just that demeanor, what I see in you now, just your demeanor on off the court, the maturity, man, that like you it's like you just studying everything right now. It's like you come to games, motherfuckers might know you there, you know what I'm saying? You got your little son with you. Shaking everybody's hand, always been a humble guy. You know, just how you feel, man, just watching this talent just like in a high, man, just go completely from a very high level to what it is now. Like, then not only that, you got the coaches competing instead of just having the kids just play basketball and letting people enjoy, you know, you got to think DC basketball was Hollywood back in the day, like a Lakers game.
For sure.
It was big games, everybody wanted to be there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be there. You got your everybody, you know what I'm saying? Stop letting in.
Right.
Then you might look in the stands, you got, you know, all days, you got Curt on there. Back in my day, yeah, Rafe and all them there, Fat Rockies and all them. And I'm sure y'all had y'all guys, you know,
Right.
during y'all time there. And just to see, man, to go to a game now,
Nobody did.
yeah, you can get there at 7 o'clock and still empty. You know, back then you got a line getting in and all that shit. So
Right.
that has to bring a certain from me knowing your love for the game.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel some type of way about that. Just coming back home and seeing
Yeah,
it.
it's tough to see, man, because I've been a part of some huge high school games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the city.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, to be able to play against, like, I think our rivalry, where most people would come to watch it was when we played H.D. Woodson, whether it was at Woodson or at Dunbar or Spindon, you know, because they were pretty good during my 4 years, and the talent level is down, and I think for a lot of different reasons. You know, a lot of kids don't even play outside anymore.
Exactly.
You know, they don't play on the blacktop anymore. You got to think, as a kid, let's say you're 10, 11 years old, when you go out there and play with your friends, whether it's playing 33, whether you're playing 3-on-3, whether you're playing 4-on-4, 5-on-5, able to kind of improvise when you make certain moves. You you know, you kind of play with your imagination. You play off instinct more. Now they start with drills. You know, they start with trainers and everything. They're 8, 9 years old. Parents paying $25, $30, you know, for their kids to train.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing.
We definitely gonna speak on that too.
And that's their first experience playing basketball for real. And it's tough because that makes them robotic, and that makes them, you know, not play with their imagination and not play from instinct. And that's what we did. But before we started actually playing under the whistle, we already knew how to dribble because we had been, you know, going down Brentwood, going up Montana, or wherever you played at outside, you know, on the blacktop with your friends. We already knew how to really get a layup. You know, these kids are shooting a lot of jump shots these days, and it shows when they get to high school, and you know, people are scheming against offenses to play zone or the trap or whatever. They don't know what to do out of those traps.
Like we talked earlier about scouting reports and they knowing, you know.
They don't know what to do because,
exactly.
You know, they can't handle the ball. I think that's the biggest problem. These kids cannot really handle the ball to get past one man, another man come. They don't have enough savvy to, you know, make a kick out. You know, it's tough to watch. And I think, you know, DC basketball needs some kind of revitalization. You know, this needs to be revived because this is not our city that we're watching right now in regards to the game of basketball. Because to go to a high school game where, let's say, Dunbar plays Coolidge or HD plays Cardozo or something like that, and you got 100 people at the game, and that is, you know, it's sad. You know, it's sad to watch, and you know, the history of this city deserves better. These kids deserve better. They deserve to be taught better. They deserve for, you know, guys like myself, guys like yourself, and the DC basketball community that has been the pillar of DC basketball the last 30 years. All the guys that have been a part of this city in the game of basketball for the last 30, 40 years somehow need to come together and make the next 10, 20 years a success for DC basketball, because that's been kind of our trademark in this city.
It has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I looked on Facebook the other day when you put your post up there saying that you were willing to work with kids and get them better. See,
and that was a desire that I got from going to a couple of games.
You watching? Yeah, you like hold up. I want to make a difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen you know, a couple of games where I think I seen Dunbar play Coolidge, and it's like 30 seconds left, and it's 5 or 6 turnovers within the 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Left to end the game.
Yeah.
And you know, that's not saying anything like these kids can't play or anything like that, but it's just not the same. You know, and we're better. You know, we're better as the people who are out in front of these kids. These kids are better. You know, we just got to teach them how to get out of themselves. The better part of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what my elders were able to get out of me
Exactly.
when I was playing.
Exactly.
Because of course
I
I wasn't
totally
perfect.
agree.
Yeah, I wasn't perfect. I made a lot of mistakes playing the game, when I was in high school. But I was able to be taught, the right things so that I could find the Trey Kelley that I was as 11th and 12th grade, and the person that was able to get to South Carolina and play the way that I did. That was just from me studying and working hard and things of that nature. And we got to get these kids to stop being lazy. I think that's another.
No, I agree.
At home playing video games every day.
There you go.
Not working out. Not if they're not practicing at the school, they're not really touching the basketball. We touch the basketball all the time.
All the
no
time.
matter where we
All the time.
Just keep the basketball out of
and my whole thing, what you're saying, the piggyback what you said, like, even now today, you might walk in the gym and you might see a Stacey Robinson, motherfucker. The first time, let's get some shots up.
Right.
Stacey's 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first, let's get some shots
But
up.
that's what they know.
That's what they know, and that's what we love. You know what I'm saying? Even with Delonte, man, come on, man. I'm like, nah, what motherfucker, we just in this. Nah, Joe, come on.
Right.
He throw that motherfucking chest pass. You know what I'm saying? He just psychs you up to get some, you know what I'm saying? Then you see Booty and them at the age they are, man, still staying in shape and just playing. I think that we love the game more than the youngsters do.
Right.
But they're still the ones that's out there that's trying to get to where they need to be. And getting back to the training part of it, and sometimes I always get like certain calls and certain inbox when we talk about certain shit in the show about training. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have nothing against them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And if they taking it personal, fuck them.
Right.
You know, that's how I feel about it. There's no disrespect to none of them. My whole thing is, I just think these kids now, the way we were trained back in the day, it wasn't called training, it was just like working on your game.
Yeah.
So now it's
totally
like
different now.
Yeah, they so programmed like
Yes,
they doing step backs when they ain't got to step back.
Right. Then they got some of these kids who are 8, 9 years old shooting jump shots in the workout.
Yeah. But not even teaching them how to just.
But you can't. Nobody has a jump shot at 8 or 9 years old because you just throw the ball. You have no strength. You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit.
You have no form.
No bullshit.
The ball's not coming off the right part of your hand or your fingers.
Build them up to that.
Yeah.
Build them up to that. You know what I'm saying?
What kids that age need to learn how to do is get to the rack. Be able to get to the rack. Be able to make fundamental plays in their mind. They're probably not going to be strong enough to do that. And you're going to have some that are better, some that are bigger a little bit, some are stronger. So some of them are going to look, like they are ahead of the rest.
But I think one thing that's different now is when you have a 10-year-old kid that can halfway play, they're snatched up by AAU at 10 years old.
Yeah,
so you have this.
That's the thing. See, I'm glad you said that, and you know why? I'm very glad you said it because that's what the parents are using as a tool and saying, "Oh nah, he playing with this person. He can do." Fuck that shit. I get what you're saying because the AAU team snatch them up.
Well, no, I was more so saying that because when we talk about like how you talk about kids young just played.
Right.
The problem is back when I was young, 10, 11 years old, we just hooped together. Now
that's what I'm saying.
The AAU teams come get the 5 kids that can really play. So the other 5 like basketball not for me. Let me go play Fortnite. No,
I get what you're saying. No, that's the point I was getting to is they using that as they thinking that's what he just because he on that platform,
right? He
ain't got to work on fundamentals.
Right, he just go play with those kids.
Oh, we got a tournament in motherfucking North Carolina. Oh, they ain't worried about why he can't dribble his left hand. Well, he can't do this with his. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I definitely get what you're saying.
And that to me, that's also played a why you don't see as many kids playing because it's like, man, if I'm not good enough to go play with Takeover, why am I even playing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where that's where the playground basketball kind of went because nobody just plays basketball for fun no more.
Right.
It's either I'm playing to get to school at 10 years old or I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's not.
Future. I mean, it's okay to have that vision for the future, but
it's because it's a business at that age now. You know what I'm saying? It's too
much
of a business at that age. You know what I'm saying? And it's only getting worse.
Yeah, I saw some parents just like fighting at an AAU tournament in like Virginia a couple of weeks ago. and they're talking about my kid's better, my team is better. Like, this should be for fun for these kids.
And it's developmental. It's a developmental period where I done seen parents. This is real talk. I done seen parents happy. You go like say 10-year-old. They cool with their kid that's been on the team and not even
playing.
Time.
That I don't understand. I don't understand.
They
that
traveling and
spending.
We won this turn. Fuck that shit. Your son 10 years old ain't get no fucking time. What the fuck is he doing on the team?
Right.
So you just cool with just say I got I'm playing with this team and we won it. My son set the bench the whole motherfucking tournament, and I'm satisfied.
But what's funnier than that is if you go to those practices, there's no pickup play.
No, they don't.
That's the crazy part. So they don't even get no, like they never really, look what you said. Their first experience with basketball is never playing basketball. Mm-hmm. It's just training
bullshit.
or
no bullshit.
You running plays at 7 years old.
Man, just pull them to the side, do some fundamental dribbling. Like you said, you made a good point, Trey. Like, who has a jump shot at that age?
Right, and that's crazy. Kids
you got them in the gym getting shots up.
Right.
Just
can't go left.
Do you got the right footwork on your layups?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make a left hand layup. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was like 9 or 10, you know what I'm saying? I can remember it was yesterday. You got like guys like Bullock, shout out to Coach Bullock. You got my man Antonio G and them guys, man. Willis Lee, Bob Gorman, guys, man. Back in the age, we had to make as a team like 50 layups before we do the next drill.
Mm-hmm.
We in a row, like in a row. You clap twice when you make one, and you miss, you got to start back over. You know what I'm saying? That was teaching the game. Right now, it's like they got these kids on such high levels so early, man, where they forget. That's why this NBA shit is so easy right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like I can't even watch this shit like that no more.
Definitely can't watch regular season.
Yeah, it's just so you just spread the floor and just play by. You just go past your man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy. But like you said, Trey, man, it's the I think we got to put a little more effort in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And going to make this happen, because the game I saw you that day shot was in Cougars. It was crazy because I seen talent. I seen a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, damn. Just think if you take both of them teams, city kids, you know what I'm saying, and just get them in the gym without saying, man, I charge $45, $50.
Yeah.
Man, let them bump.
Yeah.
Then just let them go 5-on-5, do some fundamental drills. Like I seen talent on both sides.
Right.
It's just unfortunate that there are situations where. And it's not a knock on the coach at all, because Battle do a great job. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so proud of little Dirk getting Coolidge doing this thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so they're dealing with the outside of these kids, like the kids he's getting training from, and the parents and the environments where I take my hat off to Malcolm and Durkee, Rob Nichols and them dudes. They doing a great job. Singletary. I tell him like Trey, I tell him, look, I ain't got time and patience for this bullshit. Yeah. I've been inflicted the fuck off, and I've been Bobby Knight with that motherfucker. These motherfucking kids, like I can't.
Yeah, you want him to be better.
Yeah,
so
they don't care about the game the same way. Because to them at 11, 12 years old, it's a business already. Like who's thinking about scholarship offers at 12 years old, and they are. But that's been pushed down by the AAU culture of we got to pick the right ones. Right. As early as you gotta think, right? A lot of people don't realize, like with the Nike and Under Armour structure, they have grassroots coordinators. Their job is to go out and identify the 10-year-olds and the 11-year-olds.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
they want the next one.
And they're accountable for getting the next.
And they're gonna follow them the whole way. They're gonna follow them the whole way.
And they're gonna make sure it's structured who they play against, when they play, and that
sometimes can drain the kids.
It drains the hell out, and that's why the burnout. I promise you, the burnout level for kids is higher now than it's ever been when it comes to
basketball.
basketball.
It's about the physical rest.
Nah, mental.
The mental part of that, they're chasing you from the time you're 10, 11, 12 years old.
Don't give them a chance to be a kid. Yeah. They forget about everything else, like being with your friends, man. All that shit is like out the door now. Right. That to me, that shit's out the door. And it's crazy because, but then you see, you see guys in this business that we're living in today as far as these kids. You see guys that have leadway that can be like, you know what, let's do this shit another way. But it'll never happen because they won't get what they want out of it.
What they want out of it, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so the people that's involved, they want to, it's like their plan.
Yeah, it should be like that. It shouldn't be like that.
Right.
Because it's for the kids at the end of the day.
Bottom line.
You know, they should benefit from whatever is happening. And that messes up the game too, man, because, you know, when you got guys who are supposed to be leading these kids looking for, you know,
jobs.
Looking for jobs, maybe even looking for money out of it, or maybe even preying on these kids that when they are to play professional basketball, they can dig into their pockets, will feel obligated to, you know, get some payback in that way. It's not going to help anybody, you know, because the kid is going to suffer, you know, and then nothing's going to come back to you, you know, in return if that's your motive.
It ain't going to come back to you because what's going to happen, because what these guys has to realize, kids and parents are looking at these guys along their way of success for their kids. Right. And then once their kids get there, it's like, I know all about you.
Right.
All you wanted was to get my kid in a situation so you can get something off my kid. And then that's when they start meeting other people. Right. And then that's when that comes in effect, and they like, oh,
they not loyal.
Fuck him, cut him off.
But then you got some parents that do the same thing. I mean, it's your kid. It's your kid for sure.
Yeah, it's person sending their kids off.
Yeah, but you're in it for, you know, their benefit.
Exactly.
Exactly. Kid, at the end of the day, it's still gonna be about the kid.
It's still gonna be about the kid.
So, you know, we gotta find a way to revive, you know, this city and the history of the game. You got too much rich history involved in Washington D.C. and basketball to let it starting to fold in a sense.
Man, who you telling, man?
You know, I don't know what it would look like in 10 years if we keep it up. Like
if we keep it in 10 years, it's going to probably no basketball program.
We shouldn't even talk about that no more. You know, if it looks like that. And you know, I don't want to look down the line and just see, you know, less people in the crowd, less talent, you know, less teaching. You know, we need substance.
Yeah, for sure.
Find a way.
For sure.
You know, I definitely want to, you know, lend my hand because I've been around the game long enough. Played every level, and I've been able to just gain a certain amount of knowledge to what should happen. You know, when I talk to these children, man, I give them life advice also, because that's more important than anything. You know, because they're going to need that. And the skill set and the things that I want to teach as far as the skills, that's second nature. Because, you know, I've been able to enhance my skill. I know how to get to the gym and I know how to work on my game. I've been around guys who have helped me do that. And for me to pass that along, you know, is important to me. You know, so I would love to, you know, find different ways to give back and be able to see some of these kids get to places they could never imagine. You know, let's say a kid from Coolidge nowadays, a kid from Chavez, or, you know, Wilson or one of these schools, you know, be able to play professional basketball for even 5 years overseas. Because they probably don't even have those aspirations right now.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't have a lot to give them that kind of confidence. You know, so you got the kid at Coolidge, Tavon Henderson. I think he's phenomenal. You know, to be honest, the point guard, number 2. And I remember, you know, Dirk invited me up to a practice, and without even knowing him, I just saw something about his demeanor. I saw, you know, he had a calmness about him that I really liked. And I remember, honestly, started practicing with them just to show him some stuff. I was supposed to come and speak, but I saw him, and, you know, they were talking about, you know, something about his attitude at one point. And, you know, they really didn't like, you know, the way he was trying to lead. And, you know, I talked to him, you know, a couple of plays. He made some mistakes looking for the home run pass. And I was just stopping him every time. You know, Durkee was yelling at him, but I'm stopping him like, look, this is what you should do. this is what you should do. Make that pass. You slow down right here. Be patient with your teammates. Things of that nature. And you know, he had a remarkable season. I think second in the DCIAA in scoring, first in assists.
He was actually he was first team
all
DCIAA.
Yeah, and you know, actually, I'm going to see him tomorrow. We're working out tomorrow. You know, just wanting to help him. Any friends that I have is like that's in the college basketball business. I want to talk to them about him because I think somebody should really take a chance on him. I think he has what it takes mentally. I think he's a strong kid. He doesn't let his size, you know, bother him. You know, he's relentless in going into the hole, you know, trying to make plays for himself. So I think once he touches up his skill set and, you know, find the right plays to make when he gets in the lane and things of that nature, I think he'll be really good. You know, I think he'll make a way for himself, you know, down the line. At least, you know, get a 4-year deal out of it as a scholarship.
That's what it's all about.
And that's what it's all about.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting a 4-year deal out of getting these kids in school. And that's another thing that we can talk about tonight. To me, this is my you know, my opinion. I think that's what it's all about, getting these kids to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing where I think that the DC basketball, you just look at the college coaches. I'm sorry. It's flooded with fucking motherfuckers from here.
Right. Absolutely.
At any level, D1, D2, it don't even matter. So on the flip side of it, though, you got your big school coaches. Don't get me wrong. You got your McGee's from Louisville coming to Cox, all them big time help. Good dudes, brothers, all them big time help. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, we gotta help the Jay Butlers in there.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta help the Virginia. We got, because there's kids out here that deserve, their parents deserve for not to have to pay for kids to go to college.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I respect Jay. Jay coming to the game. We got to get them guys, these kids that we have in our city, instead of not helping these guys to get in college. It ain't about the big schools all the time.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
I've seen some guys go, you know, from mid-majors to
that's what I'm saying. So and guess what though, Trey? I tell people all the time, if you can play, they gonna know you can play. They gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I'm gonna say our job, because we're talking about getting the high school city basketball back, public schools back, and I think that we need more people like yourself. Get these kids in positions, man, to go to the next level and experience college basketball. First of all, experience a free education.
Yeah.
Take that weight off your parents and take the weight of your relatives, where you got to be worrying about, I can't pay for this paper. Let's take the weight off that first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Important.
That's the first thing.
If I had no scholarship, there's no way I was going to college.
There you go.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to, you got to use your talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you know you can help a kid get somewhere, just help them.
Yeah, use that resource, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when you got guys on, he ain't good enough to play here. I get calls every day, Trey. No, believe it or not. Oh, what about this kid? Oh man, I'm like, yo, get him in the gym.
Right.
Put him in the gym against the same motherfuckers that you got on scholarship right now.
Yeah.
Put him in the same gym they in, and then you tell me what the fuck you think.
Right.
Instead of judging these kids because they go to fucking DC public schools.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You take my man from Shabbat, Kelley. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, he can't do this. End up going to a D1 school and doing well. It's all about opportunity, and I know you know about that shit. Just having the opportunity, having a chance to just go up against certain motherfuckers. Everybody, you got your big school, okay, cool.
That was amazing for me.
Once you get in the gym, them motherfuckers, and you look and see, that's when you learn. That's when you learn the politics shit about.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Ranked,
that'll never go away.
Yeah, guys who are ranked 75.
That'll never go away.
Spots ahead of you.
That'll never go away.
And you playing against them, you give them 20, 30.
That'll never go away though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, it won't.
That part of it will never fucking go away because
and it's sad.
It's super sad.
It's sad.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I always thought basketball, especially basketball, because this is not It's not football. You got 11 guys. You know, let's say running back runs 80-yard touchdown, and that's pretty much all you see. They might not talk about the block. They might not talk about crack back from the wide receiver or something. But basketball, you can see everything that really happens out there. So if a guy's playing well, if a guy's controlling the game, guys, especially if you're scoring and assisting, playing defense or whatever, everybody sees that. Everybody sees that. So I always thought basketball was best man wins. If I play against this guy over here who plays at Kentucky, I'll play him. My team wins. You play these guys twice. I'll play you both times. We might split the games or whatever. Who's the better player? The player that has the more publicity behind him, or the player that actually outplayed the other?
Well, the problem becomes job security. When I deal with that with a lot of my side of things, it's like, it's funny, I got a kid I'm kind of helping, and I've had to tell a couple schools on the high level, I'm like, listen, I know you're not going to recruit the kid because if you sign him, he not ranked. So if you sign him, man, he don't work out, that's your ass. Right. But I can promise you this kid's going to do X, Y, Z wherever he plays at. And you have that conversation all the time, but then you realize the coaches are beholden to so much. You know what I mean? It's like, man, like if the 5-star don't pan out, I can keep my job with that.
And I saw some interesting stuff lately, and I heard some interesting conversations about some of the better players deciding to just go to a Howard or something. I don't know how that would work out. I don't know if that would be an experiment, but they're going to go wherever they're going to go anyway. So let's say if like Durant was playing and he didn't go to Texas, he went to Howard. Or he went to one of these mid-major schools or even low major or HBCU or whatever. He was going to be number 1 or 2 pick regardless. He was going to be the best freshman in the country regardless. So I think something like that should happen one day.
It's just so hard because of the amount of money that's involved.
It is. No, I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny you said that.
It is
because
it's going to be difficult.
I'm gonna give you an example. I think I might have said this on the show one time. I don't remember. If you take a Howard, right? Take a Howard right now today or back then. Let's say when the Durant came out. What people don't understand about recruiting. Small school, big school. It only take one bad motherfucker to sign there to get the other motherfucker.
And recruit them early. And that's it. See, that's the part people miss, right? With the small schools. I give you a perfect example. Jamarco Pickett, right? Starting in Georgetown. I ain't gonna say no names, right? But my cousin coaches at Georgetown. He was at Harvard at the time. We was watching Jamarco. We was watching Jamarco. So that's where he first saw him. No, that's where he first saw him. There was a MEAC coach in the building that day. Same day. First day he saw him, same day. Watched the kid, looked at him for like 20 minutes, and walked out the gym. At that time, this kid Jamarco probably would have took a scholarship anywhere. You get what I'm saying? But what happens is with the MEAC schools, and I do this all the time, is that because a white school hasn't offered them first, the kid can't be good enough. Right. But once the white school offer, oh man, you screwed me over. You want to go? Nah, when I told you the kid was good enough, you ain't want to hear that. But to Curt's point, if a Howard get in with a kid as a freshman and stay with him and just take a chance and say I'm just going to hang, you never know what might happen. Howard just signed a kid out of Jersey that ended up the kid Cole. He was ranked like 3-4 star, and Howard he recruited the shit out the kid, and he came to Howard. He just won't do that here. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
And it's like it's crazy to me.
You can sell Howard to these youngins just like you can sell them Maryland.
Right.
You go on that Howard campus.
Get them on campus.
Man,
get them on campus.
Get them on campus. You see all that shit
that's 90% of it.
You get what I'm saying?
I ain't
trying to throw nobody out there, but you, man, all that wound on Howard campus, man. And you a bad motherfucker. And you already know you.
But they won't even try.
You can compete against anyone in the
country.
But
they don't even try to get them on campus.
No,
though.
That's my point.
That's what's crazy.
That's my point. So nigga, bro, y'all did bullshitting. Nigga, bro, you bullshitting.
Get him on campus.
You my man though, but you bullshitting.
Get him on campus.
Yeah,
bro.
fuck that bullshit. The nigga, that's my man. That's my motherfucking man. I'm fucking with you, nigga, Burry.
Yeah, he recruited me when he was at UNC Charlotte.
Yeah, he been around for a while. And he should know that shit. Like, nigga, they out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
And Howard can win, man.
Yeah.
Howard can win.
They
won before.
It only take one motherfucker to sign.
I'm talking about GW.
You get what I'm saying?
GW.
You get one motherfucker to go, and you good.
GW won the NIT.
Top 5 talent that's
all that shit.
Look,
and then you might get another out of town. Right. Motherfucker, you might do a night camp with a motherfucker. Like, man, you know I'm going to Howard next year.
All you gotta do is recruit him as a freshman.
No, I get what you're saying. Not right now. Recruit them while they 9 or 10.
Why not? Why not? I mean, I'm just saying. That's the part I never understood about it. Like once they hear from Duke, whatever, like it might be a little late, but they can still remember you. Matter of fact, I think the player of the year, the top player in the 2020 class or 2019 class just signed with Georgia. It can happen.
Right.
Yeah. The shit is so crazy. I mean,
I want to shout out this young lady I seen tonight from St. John.
Oh man, yeah.
You know they're already saying she's gonna be the best female ever, right?
Yes, she is.
They saying she's gonna be better than Maya Moore. Yeah, she's gonna be better than Maya Moore and all them. They're like it's not even.
Her name is
Azzy Fudd.
Azzy Fudd.
Yeah.
They say she all over.
She has no comparison, Joe.
She's real good.
She's that fucking good.
She's a sophomore.
Man, I'm not saying this.
I'm
saying she's the best player in the country now.
Yo, she's like not even just now. They're saying like her projection is better than like any female ever.
Yeah, she's real good.
So she doesn't have a comparison.
I had
Joe.
to stay to watch the game.
And she
honestly, I seen a video of her. This is how crazy it was. I seen a video of her a couple of years ago, but I didn't really put it together. When I saw the game tonight, I didn't really put it together. So they were warming up, and I knew they were number 2 in the country. So I was trying to figure out, damn, why are they number 2 in the country? It looked small. Yeah. And I was just trying to see who looked like they had some rhythm. Looked like they had,
She was out there locked in, wasn't she?
And I was like, okay, she looked like she can play. So some woman asked another person that was like right beside me, so she had to yell by me, and she asked, so who's the young lady who's supposed to be going to UConn? And I was like, I bet you it's her right there. Cause she just looked like she had it all. She knocking down threes. You know how some girls, they push the ball. She just looked like she had fluid.
That's what they say, yeah.
I mean, 1-2 dribble pull up, she can hound it across those stands. I mean, she's the real deal. She is the real deal. I said they said she like that. I said I was mad because they were taking her out because they were winning by so much. But yeah, she's the real deal. I definitely. I think they play Sunday in the championship.
Yeah. On Southeast, the New Orleans. They say she like that.
They say she the
best player in the gym. Boy over there.
I mean, she be at camp with like Steph and them. Like she was at Steph camp.
I heard about it.
In like 8th grade though.
Best player in the gym, boy over there.
Yeah, like it's not like she don't have a comparison, man. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like
Cheryl Miller.
They're saying she's projected to be better than all them. Bone. I'm trying to say some real shit.
Yeah, that's tough.
Just her whole like.
She's a sophomore though. She averaged 28 points this year.
Yo, she was all Met Player of the Year as a freshman, man.
Yeah.
That's
all
crazy.
Met Player. I don't even know that's happened before.
She might get it 4 times.
She's going to be all Met Player of the Year 4 times. So.
How is that even possible?
That's tough right there.
Number 2 in the country.
Yeah, they say she's a bad motherfucker.
And they knocked off. McNamara was number 1. They beat them 3 times.
Yeah, I seen that.
She had 32 over in that man, Joe. She is.
So you seen her putting that motherfucking work. That's tough. That's Tim Floyd's daughter, right? Yeah.
He played. Where he played back in the day?
I think he went to AU. I played against Tim and Finland back in the day. OC. Tim was nice. He was okay. Yeah, Tim was cool.
That's what happens with those generations, man. You might have like a dad or a mom who wasn't like really highly touted, but the genes.
But the genes, it's still right there. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, they say she's
dynamite.
It's no comparison. You got to think Maya Moore might be the most accomplished female basketball player of all time, and they say she's gonna be better
than Maya Moore.
That's what they saying, man. Just her projection.
Taraji's the best women basketball I've seen in my life.
Yeah. Taraji,
bad motherfucker.
Who the one now? Who the one now though with Seattle that's like that they got? Some birds. Another. I thought it was another one. I forgot. Brianna. They say she right, but they saying man, they saying,
she's like a big.
But they saying Fudd man gonna be better than all them.
Because she could do it.
What's separate her?
She does all of that.
But Trey, what would you say from your perspective separate her from them?
Well, from what I seen tonight, it was just easy. And she was all jump shots. It wasn't like you know somebody might be bigger in high school, whether it's boy or girl, bigger in high school, they just laying it up.
Right.
It was all man. She hit like 6-7 threes, and then it was just all 1-2 dribble pull ups. She was getting in the middle of the lane, just knocking, and it was so smooth. Like me and Will Smith was sitting right, he was sitting right behind me with his son.
Oh, Bill,
and every time she did something, he was just like,
that's my nephew, so little Bill.
Yeah, it was just, like, yeah, she the real deal. She the real deal. I'm going to see her Sunday, without a doubt.
Oh, what time they go Sunday?
I don't know, but I'll find out.
But see, that's wild because that's what I like. It's like you want to go see somebody play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you were playing, like, I was still playing a little bit like the water, and you got to see this kid. I want to go see you play. Right. Let me see what everybody talking about.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I just walked in too. Like I wasn't even supposed to be there for her. I didn't even know they were playing afterwards.
And you just like, let me see.
My man was leaving.
But now you want
man who I was with.
Now you gonna make your business
because I think the first boys game was at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wilson didn't play.
They get girl boy.
Yeah, so Wilson didn't play until 9.
Till 9, the late game.
So we was trying to,
So they might have played at 7.
Yeah. So my man was like, I ain't staying here till 9. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm gonna stay here.
Right.
At that time, I didn't see her do nothing but warm up, and I'm like, man, I gotta watch her, man. Mm-hmm. I gotta watch her. So.
No, that's because you love the game.
Yeah.
And for you to say you going back.
Yeah.
It just that's how this shit used to be. It's like now it's like people come to the game now just to say I was at that game.
That's it.
I go to games to see.
Yeah.
Like,
you never know. Like
y'all talking about let me go see this motherfucker.
You never know. You might end up having to give advice to.
Right. There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my point.
And the advice becomes so much better because you have admiration for that kid. Like she doesn't know me, or a kid like the kid from St. John's that play boys. He's pretty good too. He doesn't know me, but just having admiration for those kids, like that boy Ty, he didn't know me. That plays at Coolidge. So to be able to have admiration for them before you might have a conversation
with them. Then they get to know you, and then they do their history. And then they got my.
And it's like you're already invested.
You know what that trick kind of motherfuckers. Then they
every chance I get to see this young lady, I'm going.
You going? She that goddamn good. My man Dirk be telling me that shit, yo.
Every chance I get.
Wilson alum. Now I'm gonna give you a problem, Dirk. What you talking about the girl from St. John? You say she was nice, but that Wilson shit y'all doing right now, man, is unfair, man.
Man, they beat.
It's unfair, man.
They beat about 40 tonight.
Yeah, who they play?
No, they didn't, man. They beat Moray.
They was at 50 to 20. And they 50 to 22 in the fourth quarter. So that's probably one about.
So they playing Sitwell in championship.
Yeah, Sitwell's pretty good. It's not gonna be too big.
Gonzaga lost.
Gonzaga lost St. John's up about 20.
That was in.
Wait, that's another show.
St. John's.
That's another thing.
Gonzaga and WCAC.
And then they played again.
Shit out of Gonzaga.
They beat them by 20.
Yeah,
I told somebody that would happen.
I talk with Steve Turner every day. My man, my motherfucking man. I'm with him all the winners. He gonna come on and talk about the whole situation. The seedings was a little fucked up. It's just when I learned when I heard about it. Me personally, I don't think that St. John's and Gonzaga should have been playing that early.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like a Final Four game.
Because now they playing. I'm not saying anything bad about Sitwell Friends, but they shouldn't be meeting up for the championship.
I get what you're saying.
If you're gonna have, because whoever's going to play Wilson's going to.
Well, this is a hell of an adjustment with the way they're doing in states though, because you go through your conference tournament, you get to that, you win that. Now it ain't like you getting ready for the city title. You gearing up for a whole nother round.
What is the? Is it public school?
So it's DC public school. No,
every Catholic school. Okay, every WCAC school has to be in DC.
Right.
Yeah,
So right.
St. John's and Gonzaga.
So it's DC public school, private charter school. The WCC that's in DC and the MAC schools that's in DC, like Sidwell.
Right. Sidwell Murray.
Right. So it's automatic. It's 4 different So it's a whole state. It's a state tournament.
So this is what you do. You take the championships from each one.
And just have a four.
That's probably what they should do. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to be more inclusive. See what the problem is for 40, but it's not even a whole lot of money in it because so for the first 2 years WCC wouldn't even play in it, and the problem is they're not getting up to win this shit. Like there's no right now. Like what do you like? What? But Joe, so 3 years ago, right, and that take nothing away from HD Wilson. They can't they walked Gonzaga from down 20. And beat them
Chris Lights played.
Yeah, what's name had that's when Keo had the 40.
I will say this. It's funny. I get that part though. I think that'll be a better way of doing it. I think it'll make your conference much stronger as far as meaningful wise.
At least it's the
but then the problem would be if Gonzaga and St. John's don't win their conference, then would they just automatically? So that's where it becomes that's where they try to do. Well, they could do that. I think with the problem is. Historically, it takes a while to build significance behind stuff. Like the state tournament in Maryland been running for years, Virginia.
There's so many schools.
So to just do this shit in 2014
to just come up with it,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. I get that,
you get what I'm saying?
But at the same time, I think it's kind of
schools
that too.
It's kind of watered down.
It's very watered down
because there's no disrespect to. I think now I will say this, and motherfuckers might say, "Oh man, I keep talking about back." I think that'd have been great years ago.
Definitely,
because it was so much bump and competition. Now it's like you get 4, and these we got 4 schools, right?
Yeah.
It was Coolidge, Dunbar Tech, and
Wilson.
So you get 4 schools.
And Roosevelt just missed it.
Okay, you get 4 schools, then you get Murray and Sitwell. So then you got Gonzaga and
St. John's. But then you got that bullshit ass BCS type formula they use.
Okay.
It's just to me.
I don't know
to me, so it's a formula. So your bid, you win your conference tournament, your automatic bid. Everything else is at large. And they use this wild ass formula.
How many DC leagues is it? You got
Charter and public school DC.
WCAC,
and the MAC or private independent, something like that.
So, like Trey said, I would just go. You got to win that league, and win that league. And we do just a full
that probably makes the most sense at this point because teams are not getting up, and then you got
like you said, WCAC,
they don't get up for.
No, if you got Carroll, St. John's, and Gonzaga, who got the best record? Go. Right.
I remember that year they did it.
That should be on 2 days.
No, and then with them having trade, so then the same team ended up playing each other.
Much better.
But it causes the same team to play each other 4 or 5 times.
That's what Steve Turner was saying. Steve Turner's like, I'm telling you,
St. John's played Gonzaga.
He's like, man, ain't no way you're supposed to play them motherfuckers. I'm tired of playing them.
So that happened with Coolidge played.
What's the mean? What's the purpose?
It doesn't make sense because what happened? This is what happened. It came about because of the city title wasn't fair. The Mather never belonged in the city title. That's the problem. The Mather from Maryland was playing in the DC city title, so they X'd out all the Maryland schools. You have to be okay with it.
Did it.
But that to me is 30 years behind the 8 ball of trying to create that shit.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like you missed the wave because now, like you say, it's watered down.
Yeah.
So because of the seeding, right? St. John's and Gonzaga play each other because the formula is stupid. The formula makes no sense.
If you win a charter school, you in it.
Charter,
you win it, you in it.
Wilson's about to win the championship of this thing by 40.
Again.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. You want to go to a game like you want to see a good fucking game.
That's not a good game.
It's rare, but it's hard. It's hard. And then
even from the girls' side.
Then the Catholic schools play a national schedule, so like they're done. And then like matter of fact, don't the Mathis still and they're gonna still gotta do the Auburn or whatever. They're done, man. Like that's too much. I won't say it's too much basketball. Then you got then guess what? The younger kids are right on the circuit.
Right after that.
It's no like how do you get up? What the DCSA got to figure out is, and I think their problem, like you said, they need to bring in motherfuckers that actually understand DC basketball and realize how do you make this, because you know what's going to start happening. The Catholic schools are like, we're not playing in it. If they got to keep playing St. John's and Gonzaga, if they going to be like, they're going to drop. Because see, the first 2 years, the first 2 years they didn't participate.
You got to find a way for it to be meaningful.
It's not meaningful.
It has, because they're winning these joints. Nobody jumping around.
If I'm Steve Turner,
I have no incentive to play.
If I'm a St. John's coach, I'm like, Joe.
What's the point?
I'm good.
What's the point?
Yeah, what is this about?
I remember Roosevelt.
So like you said, Trey,
Joe,
do it. If it's four goddamn conferences in the DC area, take the winner out of each conference. Have a Final Four.
That's probably what it needs to do.
Just have that shit in 2 days. The weekend. Just have it on the weekend.
Friday night, Sunday morning. Friday night, Sunday.
Because you got to think like
all this bullshit you let
this
come on, man.
Chavez play in the same. That was the same tournament.
Yeah, it was the same shit. Yeah, same.
But the problem is like what you said, because like the same thing happened the very first year. Roosevelt played Coolidge, the very first year, and the Inter-High Championship was packed. Game was like that. Mm-hmm. They played each other 3 days later, and nobody gave a fuck.
Who the fuck wants to see that shit?
That makes no sense at all.
No, so that makes like what you said, and that's wild because we sitting here talking about the shit, what we doing and all that. That's a great fucking point.
Yeah, that's probably what it
I think it like the other night, like when I went to the Charter School Championship, Chavez and Friendship Tech of Trinity College. All right, both teams were already seeded for the state, for the DC, whatever. They get boom. So that only thing that game was for a Charter School Championship. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So let that game become meaningful, so you can play in that motherfucking real
shit.
Shit.
Well, somebody just
get that.
Somebody just put
this game to get that four.
So
guess what? So I'm not even mad I lost that game, because now I got another chance to win the whole.
So somebody just put an interesting comment.
Right, exactly.
And I think that makes it more competitive when you are playing to keep your season alive. If you still have like a game,
lose, you gone.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm done. I'm at the bottom of.
And the other thing is, you got to think about this too, right? So if I'm Gonzaga and I'm nationally ranked, I'm saying I'm a top 5 team in the country, and I done had to play St. John's 2 times in 4 days. I don't want to lose my ranking. I still got the Dick's Sporting Good National Tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like you like people going to lose their incentive to participate in that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's silly. But to me, more to your point, it's 30 years behind.
No, that should have been. But guess what? But then I kind of like look at it, comparing the times with it now. We wanted them to map this back. But
look at this.
We wanted them.
But think about this though.
Fuck that.
But think about what you said earlier though, right? The conversation before the show about how y'all missed the. To me back then it made sense because imagine, we lost the game by 4 points, so we out. Now I can play myself back into it. That's why I say it made more sense back then. Y'all would have played. Y'all would have been up for that shit.
It get you to play like nigga. We need to get these niggas.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah. So that, I think and goes back to the last show. The motherfuckers that's running this shit
don't get it.
Don't get it. They on that bullshit. They don't understand.
In this.
They don't get that right.
There's no way they could have been right. Because to put together something like that, you have to make it competitive.
Just get the 4. Get the 4. And then.
But look at how long it took them to figure out to give the NC to give the DC. But think about for how long.
Have it Saturday and Sunday.
Like the semifinals is at Georgetown.
Then you gotta go to Sophie. Get get the four-wheelers and go Old South.
In 28. So look, in 2016, right? This is real shit. They had the semifinals at Verizon Center and the finals at GW, right? And I asked why they did that. They said because they wanted more teams to get the exposure on the Verizon Center court. So they'd rather have 4 games at Verizon and 1 at GW to make sure. So that's the logic, like, these people use, yo, and it don't make sense, man. And
they lunching. I think they lunching. But at the same time, you gotta just, you
gotta make the games mean something. You gotta make the games mean something. Because right now, a lot of games don't mean shit.
Yeah. I definitely heard somebody that said they talked to one of the coaches or a family member of one of the coaches that was playing, in this tournament. They said they wasn't really up for the game.
Most people, it's because it doesn't like it. How do you emotionally get ready? It's not like the NCAA's, right? Like, how do you emotionally get ready to play St. John's again 2 days later?
Like, man, look, y'all
can have that's exactly what it is. Y'all can have this motherfucker. It happened.
This shit don't mean nothing to me no more.
It happened the first year. Like, and this is what's happening because of it. Like, I think in 5 years they've done it, or 6 years they've done it. The Catholic schools have only won like 1 championship.
Just do the 4, man.
Like, the first year was Coolidge and Ballou in the championship.
Just do the 4.
And Ballou didn't even make it to the Anaheim championship.
We gotta come back, man. And really revive this whole thing, man.
It's fucked up.
DC basketball has to change.
It's fucked up.
This is 2019. By the time we get to 2022, man, this thing needs to be rejuvenated, man. Somehow. With the leagues, with the players.
And the schools are new, man. It's a lot of new schools and new facilities and stuff y'all never had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we gotta get that shit.
Imagine if you played in the new Dunbar, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that would have been.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, man.
Let me turn this.
Put our banners back there.
Roach just did that.
Shout out to my motherfucking man, Zoe Roach.
That's important.
My motherfucking man.
Even that situation. Like, they had them banners down like that.
Wow.
Because nobody cared to put them up, and that's the problem.
Because they hiring the wrong motherfucking people in them big offices, man.
Like how
they don't give it. That's why the city fucked up. That's why the whole city fucked up.
Right.
Fuck the athlete shit. The city fucked up because nobody's from here that's in position
to make some shit happen.
One of my first thoughts.
Marion Barry, man, that's my motherfucking man. Shit went downhill since this man been out the business. Y'all can say what y'all want. But man, when they start fucking with my man, DC been fucked up.
Man, one of my first thoughts when I walked in Dunbar, 1999, was damn, I want to put my name up there one day.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I saw Stacey Robinson.
You see all the names, you like, damn. Dunbar was
the championship.
Nigga, Dunbar is the public school back then. Was a public school DeMaca. Right? Mm-hmm. You going that motherfucker, you see all that shit.
And then when you run into fellow
motherfuckers,
I was at the American University. I saw B-Lo.
Hey, B. Told you call him, man. We gotta get together, boy. That's my man. Bad motherfucker. 1987 champs.
He gave me 5 hugs.
Just because bad motherfucker. Big Ty Gibb and them. That was that crew. Kevin Sams.
Yeah.
And no bullshit.
To be able to, see a guy of that magnitude, that's something that means a lot. So for the people to have those banners down, like whoever's a senior now at Dunbar, never seen those banners, never knew those names, never wonder who that is. Who was the last person up there, who won it twice, who won this championship, the world championships that Roach and them played.
Yeah, Joe.
Like sometimes you wonder who these guys are, because I remember seeing some of those guys, seeing their names up there, and then being able to see them in person. Oh, that's him. Never knowing how he looked.
Never know none of that shit.
That's him. Yep. And then you go and you look them up, or you ask questions about him. That means a lot to a youngster. That means a lot to him.
My
and that's a recruiting too. That's a recruiting.
That's my uncle Michael Wright went to Dunbar. Played with Amity Jones up. Joe, I went up that motherfucker and seen Amity Jones number one player in the country over Michael Jordan in 1980 and 81. I'm looking like, fuck, I'm doing up this motherfucker. Got a chance. He was the baddest motherfucker in the country.
But you know, the other thing they had at Dunbar, man, that like, is the Urban Coalition, man.
Yeah.
Like, see, to me, I think it all kind of ties in. Like, when the Urbo kind of lost his fire, it just fell into a cycle. Because when did Urbo really go out? Like 95, 96, like the last year? Like
96.
So
maybe.
you start the trend there, and you can kind of see where the history, because it's a connection to be able to go watch Anthony Jones at Dunbar. Right. Then go in the summer and watch him at the Urbo. It keeps you like, man, I want to do, and then to watch him match up against pro. I mean, Miles did his best to do it in the farms, but it was just something different about that Urbo shit. You know what I'm saying? I think when you can take, you can talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting to see Greg Jones against
the farms was pretty epic.
It was,
years, but
it just didn't connect to the inner high back.
Right, the gym is connected to the inner high. And then you got a lot of all the pros coming back then.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
A couple of guys trickling in playing down.
Yeah, the farm, it was just, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Urbo was totally different. It was totally different. You had,
Urbo was in some.
Yeah, you might have 50 NBA players coming to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
See, to me,
but competing against 50 other motherfuckers that could have been in the league.
Yeah. Right.
Or overseas. You
know
what I'm saying?
And that's
just a feeling motherfucker.
Because you couldn't come
but
in.
It's one, but like you said, like with Ducky Vaughn, right? It's one thing to watch Ducky and then to watch him play against like the cook guys you watch on TV. That shit is
that was
different.
A joy. That was a joy.
Right, and that's what like generations after
that was the joy.
Never got to see. I got to hear about it. I saw a very little bit of it, but like my dad was real tied into the history. But like if I didn't have that, man, like I you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be able to do the shit I'm trying to do now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but to me, if you look at the downslide of the Urbo, you can tie that right into the downslide of inner highs. It's the process started. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that's so. Let me ask you a question. In the summertime, what do these kids have to look forward to now? I mean, what they go to farms? They come down and watch them? Nah, we
need to put together something where, even if it's just on the weekend, because you got to think about the absence of boys and girls club basketball. That was really just like pickup games back then.
They're just going to the gym.
I don't remember running any
plays. Just going to the gym.
Playing with number 12.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Then you run into people like your schoolmates. Man, you not playing with number. It's not like you don't remember them. You remember playing them.
It could be 2 or 3 gyms at the same time. Just find a way for these kids to come and play 5-on-5 with 10, 12 of them sitting on the side waiting for nets. You know what I'm saying? I think that helps them skill-wise. It helps them mentally. Keeps them out of the streets, because I think that's a big vital part also.
That is the vital.
But it also kids are high. You know,
as a motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about weed. I mean,
they high life just the way they live.
All types of stuff.
No, they high life.
You know what I'm saying?
And they got, Joe, let me tell you something, Trey. And you know this as well as I know. You don't have to be high. You don't have to smoke weed to get high.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The city right now, you high when you walk outside.
Yeah, they just you on
you on something. It's a different type. You just high.
Things going on.
It ain't gotta be motherfucking some weed.
Yeah,
you just
draining their energy.
Yeah,
taking their mindset.
Gotta keep them active from becoming just a talent. Like, oh man, I'm tired of saying, oh that motherfucker, he was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, post something, man. Yeah. Look, parents, coaches, get your kids. You know, it could be all in the high. You know, just to get the inner high going.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, that's why I said last week in the show, it's like when a motherfucker was saying about the WCC and nothing against that. Nothing against that. When kids leave the city to go to a private school, everything for everybody. Right. So it's not about just the basketball. It's about the environment of growing up in the city. When I can't imagine. It's not a knock on nobody. I lived it. See, I only speak on what I've been through. So I can't see.
That's the advantage.
I went from Kelley Middle. I went from Harris Elementary DC Public School, Kelley Miller, the university, what we call it, DC Public School, to Mackin Catholic School. That 10th grade year, because you got to think back then, we was 7th, 8th, 9th, but in high school.
Right. Yeah.
That 10th grade Mackin, first experience at a month, I'm like, I told my mother the first day, get me out this motherfucker. Right. But it wasn't a schoolwork. It was just, that's not my atmosphere.
Right.
I want to feel comfortable with my atmosphere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they wanted me to go to Oak Hill.
So
remember they wanted me to go to Oak Hill.
Joe, I know shit.
Yeah.
I know shit about your whole shit that you don't even know that I know.
Like, man,
you know what I'm saying? So you have to be in a position where you feel comfortable on and off the court.
Right.
Everything for everybody. Like certain people just me. I'm a public school guy. Right. Trey Kelley is a public school guy.
Absolutely.
Because your talent won't be at the same level or better than the red.
No matter what.
But your mindset, your friends, the way you grew up, your mindset, it's public school shit.
And that helps you on the court.
Exactly. It helps you tremendously on the court because you're looking like I'm in my element.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Next shit, we go to school the next day, we good.
But sometimes you like, you know how people, you might get somebody from out of town talk about like back in the days, man. Dudes might be in the stands talking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Might got some in their jackets, and we like that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. We like that atmosphere. I know we playing Baloo.
Don't even matter. I said on show, Baloo was one of them games where I love to go blue and play. I like the atmosphere like, yeah, niggas talking shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You like
got my homies, they got their homies. Right. And guess you on the court, you fine. Right. And guess what? They become your fans.
Yeah, for sure.
Because first of all,
they might tell you after the game, man, we fuck with you for real.
I was just fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I just want to see. And you standing up to that shit, but you let them like, nah, I ain't shooting none of the shit you say.
Woodson, you go up there.
Oh yeah. HD, all that shit. So that shit don't go on now though. No. But now that should be real beef. They be like really, really good. You like, shit. Nigga might say, man, go ahead home. I got to do this. Go ahead home. You get them? Back then you was safe.
Yeah.
With, whatever, because the people that was in the streets looked out and made sure that you were good. But now, the players want to be involved in that shit.
Reckless.
We was like, niggas was getting up, man, we good, go ahead, you good, boom, boom. Now it's like, I don't bring this up. I ain't gonna sugarcoat this shit. You take that whole motherfucking HD Wilson team that was a good ass team. Mm-hmm. They was like that. All of it. They was all of it. With Keo and them. Them motherfuckers was nice. Them motherfuckers was one of the best teams. They kind of brought back memories from back in the day because they were so good at what they were doing to that inner house. They was like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's sad though. It's very sad to see.
I know where you're going with it. You got 9
only
players.
one of them kids was and that was Antoine. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
You got 9 players that's been in jail since they won.
And it's still injured. So my whole thing is this.
And that honestly, that's that is.
It's sad for one.
That goes to the coaching.
Thank you. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
That goes to, and I'm not here to talk about anybody's parents or anything like that. But that goes to parenting, that goes to coaching, man. Like there's no way possible that a 34-0, 31-0
undefeated fucking team, Joe.
Undefeated team has one player that went to school, and your best players, starting 5, and a couple of them off the bench are either in jail or just getting out of jail in the last year or 2. That's amazing.
Thank you, man. That's all I'm saying. It ain't no motherfucker. See, one thing, and this is why I love the young fella right here, because we have conversations people don't know. We talk about this type of shit. We don't see each other often. Whenever we see each other, we talking serious shit. And I love his demeanor. Ain't nobody cutting no cars with this shit. We ain't going to nobody. At the same time, that's unacceptable. Right. Because when you take these jobs and you become successful, it's a lot of shit that come with success though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that comes with success.
Go to this house.
Yeah.
You know, go to this class or whatever. You know, Roach knew where I lived.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh, Roach loved you. Oh, man.
Yeah, came to the house.
Shout out to Roach. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know, things of that nature. Know what's going on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't do everything when those kids are not at school or when they're not in your practice. But at the end of the day, you got to show more care for these kids in their future.
Mm-hmm.
Because it means something at the end of the day, man. These kids go off to college, and even if they don't play pro, they go off to college and get a job, they get a scholarship,
I think one thing,
a degree.
Mm-hmm.
And that means something, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got to nurture that.
but one thing I think y'all talk about is how, like, in this generation don't really have it, is how the street dudes knew to keep y'all out the mix.
Yeah. Oh,
They didn't have that. Like, the streets was sucking them in. You know what I'm saying? There was no anybody in the streets to say, don't do this. And I'm not talking about their coach per se. I'm saying, like,
yeah, because
did they go home and see? Right.
Ran these days by,
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So like these are kids that hoop because it's something to do. Right. They got to survive. Like, a lot of people don't know some of the stuff these kids went through off the court. So, and there's nobody at home to say, man, just focus on ball. I got you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So,
and what you saying? Don't mean to cut you. I think what you're saying is great, and I agree with you totally. You know, in the whole thing, I'm not sure what I think it is. The guys that we had that guided us and was like, don't do this, or that this is my profession, not yours.
Right.
You do that.
I do this,
and I got you. All this cool. But guess what? The guys that were putting us in the right direction and keeping us away from shit, they also had guys also that were following them and trying to be like them. They wasn't looking up to them and seeing how they were actually treating a Trey Kelley or Curt Smith or Greg Jones or Lonnie Harrell streetwise, like, man, look, keep them niggas out. That's all they can do is play ball. Right. We ain't putting these niggas in the mix. They had guys too that were under them. You feel what I'm saying? That only they doing is like, they the dudes like them, man, like, man, take this couple $100 and get and take this motherfucker to bone. Or take this $100, get a Lonnie, get a Curt, get Greg, get a Trey. Them dudes were yes men, whereas now they couldn't wait their turn to have a little cousin or a nephew or son
to look after, right?
To look after, and they so overwhelmed of it, they don't know how to treat like a Curt Bone was genuine what he was doing for guys like myself, guys like Trey. Like, this ain't what y'all do, but I'm gonna make sure you good.
Yeah, but it's no maturity in that area though.
No, that's my point. So Trey, my point I'm making is, them the guys that were looking up the guys that were taking care of us. Right. So they got their crew just like we got our crew. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Right. That was just a different sport.
Absolutely.
A whole different sport.
A different ring.
A different whole everything where they just couldn't wait to have that nephew, that little cousin. Only thing they know is I gotta give him some money. Right. Or I gotta have him thorough. Mm-hmm. Or I gotta tell, man, I got my little young and he got nah. Right. One thing that I love and respect about the Curt Bones, the Fat Ronnies, the Rayfuls, you know what I'm saying, the Black Old Jeffs and all them niggas, man, the one thing that I respect with them dudes, they kept us out of anything that they were doing that we ain't had no business doing. Right. I ain't gonna have you do what I'm doing. Right. You get what I'm saying? So now it's like the guys that's handling these kids right now with a couple of dollars, they got kids thinking it's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man over sudden says, well, he doing this. We were raised a little different. Right. We were kept out of it, but we knew about it, but they kept us way on left field with it because
it wasn't for us.
It wasn't for us. We play basketball.
Yeah,
we ain't no motherfuckers. We ain't no motherfuckers going to motherfuckers.
There's no way the kid.
It's the bottom line. There's no way that Keon Boyd and all them, and I hate to even say names. No way that Keon Boyd, little short from what's the other little god nigga with little Shaq, little Daquan. There's no way that
they're in the position.
These kids should be like right. It's no fucking way because you gotta think. It's first of all, it's too sweet for them now.
Right.
As far as like, Joe, y'all was no one in the area. I mean, there's no way.
He didn't even get a chance to play his 11th.
It's right. That's the point of making.
He did play his 12th. He played
12. You can't even finish.
Even 11th grade year was like scattered. Like
you can't even finish your shit though.
It was suspended.
You can't finish your shit because of that shit. Joe, we play basketball.
They missed the Anaheim tournament, I think it was.
That's not what the fuck we do. You get what I'm saying? So I just think that the guys they're looking up to has a lot. They're in awe of just, my little youngin. He gonna do this. No, we had dudes like, nigga, you ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Man, keep that basketball in your hand and we can go from there. No, it's up to you to fuck it up now. No, don't get me wrong. It's up to you to
sure.
Whatever you gonna do with it, that's on you. But they wasn't introducing. They wasn't doing that. Come on, man. They wasn't doing that, Trey.
And that's where the knowledge has to come from on out. And I try to get to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I try to. I wasn't here. I wasn't able to really get my hands on him like I wanted to. But I was trying to text him and call him. When you haven't really been there to nurture him. He had other dudes around. And it's a sad case, man, that he probably won't even play basketball.
That's crazy.
And when I seen him, I was like, this kid is amazing.
Man,
he's a man child, first of all. And for him to be in a position, like I said, to maybe not even play basketball again, that's you hate to hear about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's one of the saddest cases.
But then again, because it goes back to what we talked about, because the talent is so few and far between in the city, people didn't really know how to handle it. They got so excited. You gotta think about it. Back in the day, you might have the top 100 players in the country, 10 might be from DC. Now,
30 from
but you
DC.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I understand.
No, I get that part.
But excitement over kids shouldn't be
but it's because it's such a rare occurrence that you have that because he wasn't sucked into the AAU shit like most of the kids that come through now.
A natural child. So
what I'm saying is like for the guys you talk about a lot of guys they looked after. How many kids is it that get that treatment now?
No,
just put the ball in your hands and we got you. Right, you know what I'm saying? So it was.
I'm with you.
It was a lot of hands that were trying to be in the pot. It's more so what I'm saying.
I get that part. I get that part. But what I'm saying to you is not you. I'm saying to
right.
People, I when you're in a position to grab hold of one of them, a motherfucker like him, son. That boy's a bad motherfucker. When he came down and watched one of the farms, who's that?
Cooking.
Cooking. So my whole, like Trey said. You cannot say that you don't have nothing to do with these kids in the vicinity right now because you're their coach. I'm not betting Trey. You can act like I'm going at you and all that. If you take like that, I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is, there's no fucking way. And the Curtis Yardbirds, all that. You can say what the fuck you want to, all that shit. I'm cool with you, Slim. You nephew and everything. You can say what you want. Only thing I'm saying is, where do we go at? Where do we go when kids get in situations that we be claiming before they get all fucked around with the public? Oh, he did this. So where do we take responsibility on being responsible for playing these kids without them being in trouble? You get what I'm saying? So soon as we get in trouble, it's like, oh, it's well, when they there, oh, that's my youngin'. But then when that motherfucking downfall come, where we at? I lived that shit, Slim. I done seen it all. Trust me, I done seen it all in a lot of situations, Slim, I done seen it all, Slim. Whereas you see motherfuckers that fuck with you, but when you down and out, not even down and out. I take that back. You ain't gotta be down and out. You can be you can just be in the public media.
Just not what they thought you would.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. And then now they want to process you.
It's a totally different
dynamics
and how you're treated.
And that's why I know your attitude. Yeah. You know why? Me and Bone talk all the time about. I always talk to Bone, right? When me and him talk about you, and it's always great conversations. He always explained to me why your demeanor is what it is.
Right.
He always he be like, man, I'm telling you, man, Slim got a demeanor because he always had that situation, that chip on the shoulder, like, man, I'm by myself. Like, I only got a few motherfuckers that really believe in me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
because I was.
You gotta think. Me and Bone always talk about you.
I was screwed in high school.
You get what I'm saying? The thing you know. It even up to now.
Right.
He'll always bring your name up and like, son, Shorty. Even that's why I said, man, Trey coming through tomorrow. He like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, make sure Shorty, you know what I'm saying, let you know what's going on, because man, you don't understand. Oh, I said, oh. I know and seen what Trey going through.
Right. I
know that shit because that came from when me and you became cool, just conversations with you.
Yeah,
Whenever I call you and say, Trey, you home for a couple, come on to the gym, they hooping. What you do? You right there. I'm there.
Absolutely.
I call you for anything, I'm there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I be telling people, I say, man, Shorty got a fucking story to tell. When I seen, and this gonna take us to the next subject about the documentary.
Right.
You always been that dude, Slim. I done seen all that. I done seen the AA. I seen the politics shit of your.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You already know I know about all that shit.
For sure.
And then I love your demeanor. The shit you coming back with now. When I see you come to the gym and say what's up and all that, and trying to get a kid together, Slim, you only understand how much that take me and like, damn, Joe. I see a lot of me and you as far as that, because you always take time to always acknowledge the fact that you fuck with me.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you always do that.
For sure.
And me and Bone, we laugh and joke, man, you with the chase and we all that, but at the same time, when it come down to the nitty gritty situation, as far as like you just seeing you grow as a young man from your 9th grade to now, your knowledge has become so polished, man, because we have great conversations now.
There's a lot of life behind that.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of things that were have been lived, to kind of build that knowledge and build up the experiences. There's a lot of different things. The documentary, like you spoke of, is called Unbreakable Desire, and basically I came up with that title just because. No matter what has happened, the tragedy, things I had to go through, the area that I grew up in, the failures that, you kind of have when you are playing basketball, the failures of the politics kind of beating me up in a sense, in regards to the NBA. Everybody, if you ask, I probably should have been playing in the NBA for 10 plus years.
We know that.
Let's be honest. But the title comes from no matter what has been up against me, the obstacles and the things that have been in my way, the desire is never broken to be successful, to achieve my goals, to be, a better person, to be a better basketball player. Now, I'm still, my career's still going on, but, I can see myself getting into the teaching aspect of the game of basketball, which I think is more important than anything. And I think all the years that I've been able to play, whether it was the high school level, the college level, the professional level, it gives me the equipment that I need to be able to teach these kids the right way. And not only on the court, but off the court. Like we're talking about, the kids that played at Woodson. You know, that's kind of where I come from. I've been where you guys are. You know, as high school kids, I know what you guys go through off the court, at home. Your mom and your dad don't have enough money. But that doesn't mean anything. We got this tool, this round ball that we use, man, that's going to get us a free ride to school. And that's going to give us an opportunity to actually change our situations at home. You know, when you are a good basketball player and you're able to go to school for 4 years, you build up to something. By the time you're a junior, by the time you're a senior, you know, you could actually put yourself in a position to make some money with the game of basketball. And if you have a 4-year scholarship, you get a degree, you'll still be able to get a chance to, you know, change your situation at home. It probably won't be the same, but it'll be better than what you came from. And that
way better.
Yeah, it'll be better than what you came from. And that's my thing. I think the documentary would tell a story that actually go through different things, man. I think it's important to see someone that has been, you know, in those same streets, those same environments that, you know, we all grew up in, we all lived in. It's never peaches and cream coming from the city. You know, it's never a paradise for us. It's never been. But, you know, with our hard work, our dedication to our craft, you know, we've been able to see the world. You know, we've been able to do some spectacular things. And, you know, for me to be able to come and give back, man, to even if it's just one kid, to be able to live his dreams out, man, you know, that'll mean more than what my basketball career has meant. You know, because like I said, I've been able to see, I've seen you guys play, I've seen you guys' stories, I've seen it all. You know, like just like you said, you've seen it all. I've seen everything, man. And for me to be able to, you know, kind of put it all into one pot and give it to a youngster, I mean, that'll feel real good to me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sitting in those same seats as a high schooler, going through a tough time throughout my 4 years, man. I went to like 2 or 3 funerals a year. I was in high school when 9/11 hit. You know, I was in high school when the DC sniper was running around. You know, going through all those different things in a city like this. I was in high school when the football player and his girlfriend got killed coming from Wilson. When they had the fight inside the school and the guy followed them home. You know, so, you know, I'm saying that to say that, you know, some of these kids go through similar things. You know, go through problems. Even if it's not similar, it's a problem. It's things that bother them. It's things that, you know, may have them at a depressed state sometimes. And I'm just here to say and tell my story to have them look at life in a different perspective. You know, because I think I was probably like 21, 22 when I started to look at things different. I grew up in rage. I grew up, you know, with a lot of fire inside of me, a lot of, you know, just anger, man. You know, my mom was murdered, you know, so to go through something like that, my mind wasn't right. You know, I was able to become at peace when I was inside the lines, but it was a dark time for me when I wasn't on the court. You know, when I had to go home and try to go to sleep, you know, it wouldn't happen. It was such a dark period of time for me. And when I started to look at life from a different perspective, you know, it helped me. It made me a nicer person. It made me a better person. You know what I'm saying? It made me more friendly to people. It made me more understanding to just how people thought. You know, just, you know, to see people go through bad times and not look down upon them and know that they're actually going through something. So I think my story will tell a lot of different things and kind of teach some things in the midst of, you know, watching it. We're looking at trying to make like a 5-part series because it's I don't want to.
You don't leave nothing out.
Yeah, I don't want to dumb it down.
It's a lot of shit to talk about.
So much stuff.
Yeah,
so much stuff.
I get you.
So instead of just 1 hour and 15 minutes or 1 hour,
nah, you got to have a whole segment. You got to have different segments, a different situations, and different shit you've been through.
Because one episode is really just gonna be 1 week of my life. You know, this maybe like the second episode. You know, the day my mom, I found out my mom was gone. That's just like an entire story in itself. And I'm gonna tell this part of the story, you know, while we're here. As far as the game of basketball, as far as why I started taking it so serious, and that sort of perspective of my life, it happened within like 5 minutes of my mom passing. And I'm gonna tell you, I got the call. My grandmother got the call, and you know, we were like sitting in the living room, you know, on the couch, and I was sitting like on the left side of the couch. There's a wall up, you know, that blocks the view to my grandmother's room. You got like 3 of my uncle's friends that are sitting beside me. She yells out, you know, but I'm thinking she's laughing at the time, my grandmother. But my man could see her, and he's like, check on my grandmother. She in there crying and yelling. And I was like, she's just laughing, you know, watching one of these TV shows that she watch. And he's like, nah, man, you need to really go and check on her. And when I get up, I go into, you know, the hallway that leads to her room, and now she can see me coming. When she sees me coming, she gets to yelling out my name, Trey, 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 and she's crying, sobbing, tears coming down her face. And the only thing she said was, Trey, they found your mother. And I knew what that meant, you know, that, you know, she's dead, you know. And I was eating like a piece of cake, threw it up against the wall. And I ran outside, and I stormed like down Saratoga Avenue. And my man came up behind me, like almost chased me down, basically. Came and put his arm around me. And was like, man, you're gonna be all right, man. Things will be fine, man. Don't worry, man. I know you're hurting. We go back, we walk back. Still got his arm around me. He about 5 years older than me. He walks me back towards my grandmother's house. And as we're walking back, I take a glance to my left side. That's the basketball court I grew up on. And I wasn't really into the game like that. I was 11 years old. I wasn't really, you know, deep into it. I didn't really have a great skill set at the time, and I wasn't really playing for a lot of teams. But I was playing. She had seen me play like 2 games, my mother. And I was like, thinking in my mind, and I looked at the court as I'm walking back. This was within 5 minutes of me hearing the news. And I said, man, something said to me, that's what you do to make it proud. And from that point on, it was like a serious approach to the game. And I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't even the best player on my team or none of that back then. It just became a serious approach to the game, and everything kind of fell in place. You know, I just started getting better and better. I did switch schools. I went to Aton.
Oh, you went to Aton?
I went to Aton from kindergarten to 5th. And she got, that's where she was found in the house maybe 3 blocks from Kelley.
Okay.
Yeah, she was found in the house over there. And I went to SLO over in Northeast, the other side of Northeast, and played basketball for that team. You know, that's when I really started to get confident. You know, I probably averaged like 17 points that year. Started to get confidence with the deal, and you know, just things was coming around. You know, like everything was coming together, and I was able to just gain confidence as I went on. And you know, it all just panned out. You know, just trying to get to the next level, whatever that was. You know, it was 8th grade. I went to deal. Kind of, you know, made that jump to play in the 9th grade at Dunbar, and that was a good decision for me. You know, helped me, you know, play with the older guys and get a feel for what it's like to be out there. You know,
great decision.
Yeah, it was a great decision, and that helped me playing for Lamp. You know, everybody say these little things about Lamp.
That's when I heard about you.
Yeah, that was.
Man, we got this 9th grader. They like, man, come and see him play, and all this and that, and it's for you to, just with this knowledge that you're doing right now, it means a lot to me, for one, for you coming on and sharing that, and for your energy that you're willing to, you know what I'm saying, give to these kids, man, working them out, making them better players, making them better, you know what I mean, like, I mean, I tell you before the show, I told you, I said, when I saw you at the gate every day, when you stood up, and you was like, just calm, you like, slow down.
Be patient.
It just reminded me of your games. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like back when you was a high school, I'm like, this bad motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know at the time that they even say anything to you, but nothing all them was telling me. Like,
absolutely.
And you got, and I'm like, I told him, I said, if this motherfucker get to just control his shit. And that's what I laughed the other night when I saw you.
Right.
When you stood there, you like, just
yeah.
It brought a memory back when I first saw you play.
Right.
I said, you know what? I was trying to say the same shit to the youngin back then, but I didn't know you to say that to you.
And that's what happened.
To be like, you know what I'm saying? It was funny though.
That's evolution.
Yeah.
Of the game. That's just how it works.
It was funny, but now I see your demeanor. Fuck on the court. What impressed me the most about you now is you're off the court. Like your whole demeanor. You know what I'm saying? You always been a very respectful young man. You know what I'm saying? By any means necessary to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that never been your nothing. Like you ain't never been disrespectful to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like now I'm looking at you more as like I'm not looking at Trey Kelley as the bad motherfucker that they say that stole my runner from me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you perfected that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We had that conversation too. You know what I'm saying? But which impresses me the most about you is your passion and you know just the previous conversations you've been having lately just about basketball. Like we can sit and watch a game. You can't watch a goddamn game with everybody.
No, please don't.
Yeah, you like, oh man, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Prior to us watching the game, for the show tonight, we watching the Portland game. Like we talking about Dame Lillard. I said, I remember you. This is demeanor, and you brought up something. You said, man, the one thing I like about him, he loyal to Portland. Like he's doing that's you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you don't understand, Slim. Like man, like I said, I always bring Bone name up, CEO, because
that's my guy.
He always I like Bone Trey, my motherfucking man. He don't even know me and you even be cool like that. He like, man. I said, me and Trey talk, man, we cool. He like, nah, man, you don't want me this project. I said, boom. That's you. Yeah, I like, that's you talking shit, nigga. I said, Trey know where we stand with this shit. We talk all the time. He's like, all right, man, all right, that's cool. But the one he always told me, he called me years ago. He's like, man, he said, man, Shorty remind me of you. Back in the day, he was like, man, because you're the mean, you don't give a fuck about your opponent. You know what I'm saying? You can show up, motherfucker call you, boom, I'm there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to see you doing like when I seen that the other day, Snow, when you posted, your grandma was saying, man, Snow, that was some inspirational shit, Snow.
She was a big part of mine.
I know that though. That's why I'm saying, for you to put that together. That's what got me. I said, man, Slim done really like learn a lot about life, man, and been through a lot of shit, man, and trying to share his experiences with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we do.
I mean, I think that's what life is all about, man.
Yeah.
You got to think about, what people do with their families, and how families bond. I mean, we as a people, we fight against a lot of stuff just with our skin color. And,
bullshit.
Stories like mine, I think honestly just gives back to whoever sees it. It could be one person, like I said. It could be one person who sees it.
They need to hear it though.
And it changes their perspective. It changes their, how they reflect on different things. It changes, just the confidence or lack thereof they had in themselves. Just by pushing through, man. I mean, we're all gonna go through different things in life.
Life can be like,
it punishes you sometimes. It hits you, slaps you in the face, man, and you knocks you down. But it means so much more when you get up and you move forward. It means so much more. Last time I was on the show, I talked about my mom's death. I talked about different deaths that got to me.
That affected you.
And just a month ago, my grandmother passed. She was the pillar of my life.
But always been.
Always been.
Yeah,
always been. I mean, just the rock for everybody who knows it. And life and events like that, the devil puts them in your life to sort you down and to break you down. But the story is so much bigger when you get through it. and you move forward. I mean, it's a bigger story. They're not going to write about Keon no more. You know, sad to say, they're not going to write about the point guard that played at Woodson, unless they get through this and make something good out of it. That's they'll write about you then. Not to say that's what it's all about. It's not about news articles and stuff like that, but they're going to forget about this kid because he fell down and he's in jail, and who knows what will happen to him. We're going to help him. We're going to try to get to him and change the story. But if the story changes and he ends up doing something great with his life, it'll be a story. It'll be a bigger story than what it is now. It's sad right now.
The only thing to remember is how good he could have been.
Right, and they'll never know.
Exactly.
They'll never know. But something spectacular can happen with him. But what I'm saying that
still could happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I'm saying that to say that it's about persevering, man. It's about turning all of the tragedy, turning all of the obstacles that broke you down into triumph. That's all I've been about, my entire life, because things hit me so early, in my life. I had no choice but to get up. I was so young. What else I was going to do? So to have those experiences and to have that knowledge that there's always something to be done on a positive level. It like I said, it equips me to be able to talk to anybody. It can be an older person. It doesn't just have to be children. It doesn't have to be high school.
It ain't no age limit to people that need.
Yeah, because
it ain't no age limit that.
Yeah, if you need it,
you don't have to show me your ID.
Right.
For me to show you some knowledge.
Right. Absolutely.
That's no age limit.
It's important, man. It's important because you never know. Like they said, you never know what somebody's going through.
No bullshit.
Yeah, you never know what somebody's going through. But at the same time, you could help that person.
No doubt.
You can change that person's life with just one conversation. It could be about anything. It could be about, downfall. It could be about health. It could be about
it can
anything.
be about a lot of shit. This Trey, let me say something. You put so much emphasis on the conversation, and it's great shit. So this what we gonna do. This what we gonna do. You in town for a minute?
For a couple of weeks at least. But I'm here if
I'm totally good.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the conversation so much, and then we got so much more to talk about. You know what I'm saying? About what we're talking about now and your story.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying we gonna part two. We gonna have this Trey Kelley and C. Smith part 2.
Okay.
1-on-1 gonna be next Friday.
That'll work for me.
Same time, and because
it's important.
It's very important. It's very important for our community,
right.
For the people that love us, and for the people that know about what we trying to do and what you're trying to do. So you know what?
The city means a lot to it.
Man, come on, man. You already know.
I mean, no matter what happens, I go away to play. I ain't going nowhere else to live.
Exactly.
I don't care about gentrification and all that garbage.
Man, you gonna be here. And the segment we gonna do part 2, and hopefully a lot of people can come to watch this one.
Right.
Part two of Trey Kelley and Trouble Smith going 1-on-1 next Friday, same time, same channel, Red Cup Hour. We enjoy our views, man. We appreciate everybody, and this is during the week, man. Just feel free to holler us on Facebook or whatever. Get some more views and more topics. But Curt Smith and Trey Kelley will be back next Friday, same time, because we gonna make an effort to get some shit together. I appreciate you, Slim.
No problem.
And this ain't never start with a process of what we gonna do and get our shit going on.
Absolutely.
My man. Love you, boy.
Absolutely. Love you too.
My man.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace out.